Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a super useful Power BI skill that every beginner, and even some experienced users should really know: how to add new rows to a table in Power BI. By the end of this video, you'll not only be comfortable adding data to your reports, but you'll also have a clearer understanding of how tables function in Power BI, setting a solid foundation for more advanced work later on. Alright, let's get started step by step. First things first, go ahead and open up your Power BI desktop application. If you've never opened Power BI before, don't worry, it might feel a little overwhelming at first with all the different panels and options, but as you spend more time in it, these will become familiar friends instead of strangers. Once you're in Power BI, look toward the top menu and click on the Home tab. This is your starting area for most basic functions, kind of like the front door of your house. Almost everything you'll need when you're just getting going can be found here. Next, it's time to actually create a table. Click the button that says Enter Data. This is one of the fastest ways to add your own information to Power BI. Picture this as grabbing a blank notebook page. You decide what you want to write, and Power BI doesn't dictate your structure or content. When you select Enter Data, a small window pops up. Here, where you type in the information you want in your table, think of things like names, dates, numbers, categories, anything that makes sense for your project. You aren't locked into the default rows and columns. If you find you need more space, just click the little plus signs at the end of a row or a column. It's just like adding extra lines in a spreadsheet. And don't worry if you make a mistake or change your mind. These fields are totally editable until you hit the next step. After you've entered your data, take a quick moment to double-check it. Depending on how you want your report or visual to look, you might want to ensure you have your columns in the right order. Ordering columns is as easy as clicking and dragging them into place in this Enter Data window. It's a small detail, but it can save you frustration later when you're building visuals or analyzing the data. Think of it as arranging building blocks before constructing something bigger. Once you're confident your data looks right, click the Load button. This tells Power BI, I'm happy with what I've got, let's add this table to my dataset. Don't worry if this takes a few moments. Power BI is simply importing your information into its internal engine. Now that your table is in Power BI, head over to the Data or Report view and simply drag and drop your new table onto the worksheet. Just like that, you can start using your data in visuals, charts, and all sorts of analyses. Remember, anytime you want to add more rows, simply repeat the Enter Data process, clicking that plus sign for new rows as needed. It's a snap, and don't hesitate to experiment. Sometimes the best way to learn a new tool is just poking around, making small mistakes, and seeing how Power BI responds. And that's it, you've successfully added rows and even created an entire new table within Power BI. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more practical Power BI tips and tricks. Got questions or stuck somewhere? Drop a comment below. I love helping out and might even feature your question in a future video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.